Welcome to this video. My name is Christian from being Premiere, and you're not going to believe this theory about Fatima and the lady in the kimono, Elgin, and the numbers 4 and 7. Yes, I'm connecting everything. From Season 3 is taking a dark turn, and the evidence suggests a connection to those who have died in the town. Let's begin with the evidence. So let's go back to Season 2, Episode 3, where Elgin since the beginning has had conversations with Fatima about the water. Remember how Elgin seemed drawn to the water like the pond or a lake, like something was calling to him. And Fatima mentioned that girl Nadia, who said it was like the place was calling out. This is the first thing connecting Elgin and Fatima to water. But hold on, because here where things get really creepy. Elgin visions of the lady in the kimono. But what does it mean for Fatima? You see, I think the scene by the pond is foreshadowing something terrible. Remember how the boy in white knew what was going to happen and told Victor. So I feel this is the same thing, that Elgin can see the future. There's two ways to see this. What if something happened there? A death, a sacrifice, something that tied to those dreams, that water, and that lady in the kimono. Or maybe, just maybe, that Fatima is going to turn into this monster. Here's an observation. Tilly, always in the background, it's like she knows more than she's letting on. We're going to get into those theories because this connection is too important to ignore. Even saying to Ellis, the first couple of months can be hard. What? So you guys remember those terrifying dreams Elgin had in Season 2, the ones where he was being drowned by that creepy same lady in the kimono. It's a bit of a mind bender, but those visions, they were not random. They happened for a reason, and it's all about cause and effect. And then bam, he's pulled into the water by this lady in the kimono. So we see three things: water in the lake that Elgin wanted to go, now the lady in the kimono with the hands filled with water, number 3, Fatima around this, and then Tilly, all of this as well. And I will continue because the theory is one of my favorite theories. Now, you know what I think? That this town influence is at work. It's like the nightmares using the music box to target Elgin, to create that connection, to draw him into his web. And it's not just about fear, it's about manipulation. It's as if the lady in the kimono is trying to communicate with him, seeking his help in some way. It's a chilling thought, and it makes you realize that those dreams are more than just nightmares. They are a doorway into something much darker. Why Tilly is here? Well, Tilly is a character who's full of mysteries, and the way she's connected to both Fatima and Elgin is a major red flag. Her knowledge of Fatima's pregnancy and her connection to that lady in the kimono, they all point to something bigger. It's like she's a gatekeeper, a guide for those who are caught in the town's web. And where things get really wild, what if those numbers, those repeating 4 and 7, are more than just a coincidence? Here are some important details. Tabitha room number is 225, which adds up to 4 and 7, 2 times 2, 2 times 5. The radio signal was 4 and 7. Hilly mentions having 4 kids, 7 grandchildren. We see her praying with 7 people, and the children are trapped in 7 stones. So the number 47 keeps popping up, and it's definitely not a coincidence. It's like a code, a secret message hidden in plain sight, and I think it's the key to unlocking the town mysteries. Think about this. 47 could be a time loop or a repeating cycle of events. Maybe the town's curse is tied to a specific sequence of events that happen every 47 days, years, or even generations. And you know what? This could explain why those patterns keep repeating, why the characters feel trapped, and what is so hard to escape. But hold on, because it gets even creepier. 4 and 7 are really significant numbers in the Bible. 4 represents creation, 4 elements, 4 seasons, and 7 could also show completion or perfection. God took 7 days to create the world. So what if 4 and 7 is a symbol of the perfect trap, a completed cycle of creation that keep those residents bound to the town? And there's the mind-bending possibility, could 4-7 be a frequency, a code that's connected to interdimensional travel or communication? Maybe that's how the town is isolated, how those monsters are able to enter our world. It's like a doorway between dimensions, and those numbers, those patterns, they're the key to unlocking it. So that's a theory. Now, another one could be that We got 4 presenting the physical world, those 4 cardinal directions, and 7 often associated with spirituality and the afterlife. What if 4-7 symbolize a town position between those realms, a place where the veil between life and death? It's a chilling thought, and it can explain why we keep seeing those ghosts like Father Kadri. Here's a connection that I found to 4-7, and this is where I was like blown away, because the numbers in the lighthouse, they're not random numbers. There's a hidden pattern, a code that's going to unlock the secrets of Fromville. Now take a look at the numbers in the lighthouse, and it's like a puzzle, because some of them we know, like 1864 where Boy took from the bottle tree. Well, I started thinking, what if those years are connected to the dates in the lighthouse? What if they're a part of a larger pattern? Look at the last 2 dates, 1931 and 1978. They're exactly 47 years apart. So yes, I'm telling you, the creators of From are leaving us a trail and we're getting closer to the answers. This 4-7 year cycle could be a game changer. It's a secret code, and it suggests that something significant happens in Fromville every 47 years. And this is a huge deal, because here's the thing, 1978 times 47 equals 2025 next year. So maybe in the show something's gonna happen. We need to figure out what those events are, why they're happening, and what could they mean for the characters. Now going back to Fatima, remember, water is often associated with birth, with new life, with pregnancy. So let's take a leap. What if those numbers, that water imagery in the kimono lady's hands, are all connected to the fate of Fatima's baby and herself? Could this mean that maybe if Elgin doesn't stop Fatima from becoming whatever she's gonna become, like the lady in the kimono, he has to stop this? Or what if the lady in the kimono is like a ghost, like a spirit in the town, in the water, that something happened to her and they have to help her resolve this? Because we have seen ghosts, we have seen the children, we have seen now Father Guthrie, we have seen Abby, we have seen Tom, we have seen now the lady in the kimono. So maybe they have to fix things for everyone to escape, because even if you die, you don't escape this town. Now one more thing that shows why Dilly, the role in the town, is just making me question everything about her, and this connection is super creepy. In the new trailer, this was published on Facebook, we see Tilly reading tarot cards, and it's super strange. You don't see people casually breaking out the tarot deck in a town overrun by monsters, and more an old lady. So her connection to the supernatural is here. But this tarot card reading confirms that we have been suspecting all along. Tilly is not what she appears to be. You got a link to the town's dark forces, and she's using those cards to try and understand them, maybe even to control them. We see the crowd flying in. It's a classic symbol of bad omens, of death, of secrets. It's like a warning, a sign that danger is approaching. And the fact that it lands near Elgin while he's sleeping adds to the creepiness. The idea that Fatima might not be pregnant could be a huge twist. What if the town or Tilly is manipulating perceptions, making people believe that Fatima is expecting a child? Maybe this is all part of a larger scheme, a way to draw in new victims, or to create a scenario where the characters are even more desperate. Elgin sleeping right next to where Tilly reading those tarot cards for Fatima. Come on, that kind of proximity has to mean something. It's like the show's creators are placing those characters in a triangle of power, a connection of interconnected destinies. This is what I call the triangle of doom. Why Elgin is sleeping right there? What does Tilly want with Fatima? Could Elgin stop whatever's gonna happen to Fatima, or whatever this lady in the kimono is? This scene is a treasure of mystery and suspense. So what do you think about this theory? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more From Season 3 breakdowns. On its question from your premiere, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.